There once was a dad who set out on a great quest to find the perfect Coke flavors at his family's request. So he went into a local store and grabbed the Coke Cherry Vanilla, Coke Cherry, and more. At dinner, they sipped Coke flavors and rejoiced, for everyone made their own delicious choice.
CocaCola flavors. Unbelievably delicious.
With so many delicious Coca-Cola flavors and Coca-Cola Zero Sugar flavors options to choose from, you'll have to taste them all.
If you're looking for an SUV with style and substance, check out the award-winning lineup from Chevrolet. With the fun-to-drive Trax, the versatile Equinox, and more, there's a Chevy SUV with the comfort and capability you're looking for. Available now at your Southern Nevada Chevy dealer.
If conservatives, people of faith, and those who truly believe in the vision and creation of our founding fathers, this great country, are going to take this country back in a peaceful and legal revolution, as I advocate in my book, It Takes a Revolution, and I give ways to do that, we don't have time for cowards. Unfortunately, there is a growing list of cowards in the conservative community, in particular the conservative media, not Radio America. Radio America allows me to say what needs to be said. They don't censor it. I can communicate with you every single day and tell you what I believe. But there are a number of conservative outlets throughout this country today that are putting their employees and their hosts on notice that they will no longer be employed, that people will not be able to publish stories or columns or whatever if they say that there was an insurrection on January 6th as a result of election fraud. These cowardly conservatives are running for the exits, begging for forgiveness from the radical left, from radical blacks, from radical Muslims, from radical Marxians of the Jewish left, from the radical gay, lesbian, and transgender community, and from every walk of life. If this is the way it's going to go, then the conservative movement is as dead as the Republican Party. I don't call it a movement. But there are people out there who aren't sunshine patriots and summer soldiers. There are those who are willing to risk all. I'm one of them. And I call upon them to unite today, because the trend now is to try to pretend that things are just going to go away, that everything will be okay in the end, that in elections in 2 years for Congress and 4 years for the presidency will resolve everything. Well, they won't. The solution is no longer at the ballot box. The evil Democrats control, that is the radical left, nearly every branch and part of the voting system. We see that with the fraud that was committed in the last election, and not just on the presidential level, but in every level. They are in control. And you can see the result with nearly 40 executive orders so far, with refugees and terrorists and others pouring across our southern border, with actions that seek to harm Israel and undercut their legs, with the so-called president of the United States, Joseph Biden, call anybody who disagrees with him with regard to COVID-19 Neanderthals. I can go on and on and on and on. Banning of Dr. Seuss, all these things. And many in the conservative community, particularly in the conservative media, are falling on their sword, begging forgiveness, getting down, saying, don't hurt me, I'll leave you alone. So watch to see who the true patriots are, because they're going to emerge, and they are emerging, and I hope to lead them to the promised land, not with 40 years in the desert, but right now. And peacefully and legally, we must rise up. We will not bow down. We will not kowtow. And for those groups that are out there, like my former group and others who think that it can simply continue to get documents and go on Fox News and say, hey, look what I found out. You know, that's fine. Find it out. But do something about it. Don't use it for profiteering. Don't do what they do at CPAC, a bunch of empty suits up there. This is what I believe in. You know, we have now a continued fight against the COVID-19 virus, the Tricom-19 virus. What has the government done about it? What have any conservative groups done about it? It's Freedom Watch who brought class actions against the communist Chinese for the damage that they have done. And now we know there are variants from Brazil, from other parts of the world. And these vaccines probably don't work against the variants, from what I'm reading. But, you know, if you say anything like that, or you say that the masks are ineffective, you'll be banned, even from conservative media. You'll lose your job, or you'll lose your ability to write columns or do whatever you want to do with conservative media. Now, not all of it's like that. Radio America is not like that. And there's some that aren't like that, but it's getting few and far between. And that is frightening when people who are supposed to be on our side are running for the exits. Simply put, they're cowards. And that's my message for today. Rise up, fellow Americans. Do not be afraid. God and his Son are with us. Jesus Christ was not afraid. Of course, he was God. But he will be with us if we're with him. And that's my message. Go get my book and see how we can wage a peaceful and legal revolution. It takes a revolution. Forget the scandal industry. You can get it at Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, BooksAMillion.com. And with a contribution of $50 or more to Freedom Watch, which lets us do our work, such as citizens' grand juries, Third Continental Congress, case against the communist Chinese, class actions, social media. Let us do real work, not just documents. We need to rise up. We need to wake up, and we need to be unafraid. Thank you for listening to me. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, remember that God and his Son will only help those that help themselves. Otherwise, we will go the way of other civilizations, and we are dangerously close to going down for the count right now, unless we rise up now, not with cowards, but with true, courageous patriots.
What you doing? Designing my new 2021 Nissan Kicks online in the Kicks Color Studio. I give each a special name. This one's electric blue, orange, red, white. I call it the gumball machine. You think it's me?
I feel like you're more of a red velvet guy.
Limitless possibilities. With over 100 million available color combinations and Bose Personal Plus system in the boldly new 2021 Nissan Kicks. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation. Color combinations include interior and exterior colors. Customization is an available feature subject to availability at participating Nissan dealers. See dealer for details.
Call 1-888-FARMERS to switch, and you could save an average of $470 on your auto insurance. That's a lot of money in just a few minutes. With savings like that, you could be lounging on an impractical amount of ornate and overpriced throw pillows you bought for your couch. But you won't, because you're better with money than that. That's why you're calling us in the first place. Call 1-888-FARMERS to get a quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Based on average nationwide annual savings survey data July to December 2020. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Whatever you're funny, Peacock's got it exclusively. Bears beats The Office on Peacock. Stream every moment from Dunder Mifflin and explore bonus extras and exclusives. Plus, if you're looking for more classic hits, you can stream every episode of Parks and Recreation, 2.5 Men, and every season of SNL. In the mood for something brand new? Check out Peacock's original comedies, The Amber Ruffin Show, and Saved by the Bell. Whether you're craving a new binge or familiar fave, you can find tons of comedy hits on Peacock. Get started for free at peacocktv.com.